Well, I certainly may have made this a little top heavy. I haven't seen it tip back yet, but it looks like it's on the verge of it. Definitely taking a lot more incidental damage than I would like. Neat. Fortunately here, I don't know if north or south is the best way to go. Yeah, it looks like this might not go around. Might be more. It's a guess either way. Kind of surprised we don't have to worry about any kind of like energy use. Like we could put every weapon we get on here. That feels a little weird. We don't have to power it. I would have personally probably have designed it that way. Instead of killing things behind us is we don't get the XP for that. I like to get this unlocked before we run out here. The big guy. If you're wondering why we're only getting one option on level up, it's because of we took 2 loot upgrades that increase rarity at the cost of less options. And so now we get, in theory, higher rarity, although, let's see, we're still getting commons here. Cool. Getting commons, which is a little weird. I think giving up all of your options. Got pretty good damage. Definitely should have boosted to get out of that blast. Oh my. We're dead if it hits us again. Just straight up dead. There's a health. Oh, too late. Alright. Here's our first run, first death. Bummer. Well, we learned. weird looking. 25 new blocks. Yeah, we completed quite a bit of stuff here. Damage was our souped up laser. Second most was our tiny little gun we started with. So, I mean, that really goes to show you that it's not all about the actual damage per shot. Like, the reason that that's so high up there is because it had 360 shot range, or shot line of sight, whatever you want to call it. Even if you do less damage, getting it onto the target more often is really good. And I'm gonna refill my coffee, and then I'll. pain issues. I did all that and I forgot to grab my pain meds. Getting back up. All right. So yeah, we had 40% luck, and it just oh, didn't really seem worth. We have 25 new blocks discovered. Stay new unless I click on each one. Is that how this goes? I'm gonna say new forever. Hate that we have 8 wheels attached. That's a lot of wheels, really. Might get fancy next time just to see what kind of weird thing we can make. Okay, did we level up at all? We have 10,000 currents. So, pickup rate. Well, first things first, you always go for whatever gets you more currency, if anything does. I don't see. I think we do want that. Speed of boost. Quickly. Here, it's only 1%. Not terribly exciting. Yeah, we'll go for pickup range. Range. Okay. You gotta balance like covering distance and getting XP. It's like we can't get XP if we just drive to the next point. But if we just sit here and get XP, we're not going to make it to the next point. So there's a bit of a... the default weapon to hit individual things that you want. Really like... There we go. Get a crate before we hit the level up here. Didn't have much luck with luck. And there it is again. I don't know about that one. 20% luck, but you lose one of your 3 choices. Just don't know that felt like it's worth it. But we do now know that there's an achievement for attaching 8 sets of wheels. So. There you Yeah, top heavy. Speed. It's interesting because I did find that I built my other one up a little high, and when I hit the boost, it would tilt back, and I wasn't sure could it flip over. And it looks like the answer is yes, and this helps prevent it. Said that we're gonna grab the regular wheels first. Do need another gun. I don't know. Is there any reason to pick the little one over the big one? Like, range is shorter. Rate of fire is slower. Damage is less. Let's see. It has more knockback, I guess, but it seems like so weird. Target's nearest. Target's nearest. It seems worse in every way, except for the fact that it takes up one slot instead of two. That just seems weird. They're both common. What we're going to do here is we're going to flip this one around so we just have something shooting backwards. And then we'll find out, does it mean 8 wheels or did it mean 8 sets of wheels? Because we can get wheels on here. Look at the slot side. We get 8 wheels. We'll see if that counts. I guess you don't get feedback of those types of achievements until after the match. Can't just sit there shooting it while getting hit. I got a bit to learn on the driving. It says 12. It looks like that's the max level up, but I kind of wonder if that's true. Then eventually you get to a point you don't get anything else for the run, right? Yes. Fancy wheel. New gun. Wasn't a big fan of the auto gun. Although it's massive DPS, it just fires like in a straight line non-stop. A lot of that DPS isn't hitting on target. Let's stick with ballistic, so if we get a damage up. Aim it to the side though, right? I can do for this one. Careful here, we're gonna have a turret to deal with probably. Kill him. Currently have any kind of repair. You get a little bit of a heal when you level up. That's it. There's extra health. That might actually be the best choice here. I think I'm gonna take that. Second extra health. To figure out how to squeeze those in, and then another big gun for do if there's any. Risky. A lot of dudes. Yeah, we got two different new. Sorry. Explosive ranged area. Explosive ranged area shot. I don't know what the difference there really is. The actual. It fires half as fast. Again, this looks weird. Oh, much bigger blast radius is why. Yeah, it fires slower for less damage with a much bigger blast radius, but doesn't have 360. This has 360. We're gonna take that. Yeah, that's so explosive. You know what? We might. Yeah, that's 360 range, so we kind of want to use. Doesn't fire very often, does it? The rockets. Definitely see where pickup range could use a little bit of help, right? Level. The screen doesn't tell you. There's pickup range, but there's also an explosive damage boost, which I'm going to pick both because I now have an explosive weapon and I haven't ever picked. I think you unlock them by picking them once. Lock. Okay. Upgrade. This. Oh. Using these. We only have one, really? Okay. Using these. Go ahead and take these off. Figure something out here. We can get more wheels on here. That'd be one wider. A lot wider. But these, I think, 3 blocks. Flatten it for now, and then I think later we might even the other way. It's not where I wanted. I wanted to get the wheels going in here and see. Let's have to do that, at which point they don't line up. Trying to do something weird. How much room do we need for the wheels? It looks like we need more than 2 blocks. It's so fiddly sometimes. I do here. I'm having trouble getting this fixed. Why? There. No, that's just all right. Oh, we do have 1 block. Do that right there. Just need to get more wheels. Looking thing. We do have more wheels. We now have 5 sets of wheels put on, so if it needed 8 sets of wheels, we're getting there. That's a lot. And if it just needed 8 wheels, we've already done. We see a block over here. Let's see there, okay. Looks like the map is not random because the next point is where it was last time. Only now we actually know the way to go to get there. I do think I'm gonna... That gun does not seem to want to go off. I'm guessing the actual range on it is very low. I've noticed it fire yet. But I'm tempted to take the 2 little guns that are firing backwards and angle them a little so that they're firing to the sides. Both awfully useful. Okay. So if we don't get some more 360 items, we're gonna take the wheels because I switched the mouse without even realizing. Very funny. Just natural habit. I think explosive would be nice, but we're gonna take Goju's because we haven't unlocked it yet. What makes this one a good fire knockback? Tiny range. Like a straight line. Yeah, upgrade one of these then. And we're gonna look at this one because range. Yeah, it's only got 9-meter range, so it's only gonna hit things like right before I run into them. Last ditch thing. Okay, we got more wheels, so see about getting them put on. We do it this. Start making us longer and longer. Eventually, we're going to lose a lot of mobility. Surprised we can't paint it or anything. Killing pretty much everything before I get close enough to use the front gun, but there you go, it went off. Definitely just kind of goes off right before you ram them. First boss. Forgot to move those guns to point to the sides. It's gonna hurt me here, not having any kind of 360. And the rocket's 360, but it doesn't fire very often. Next time, here we go. Trying to remember to do this. Oh. Be tricky getting it on there. Thunder Pop Cannon. Alright, what do we got? This is, that is energy. Ranged energy cannon firing arcs that chain. Okay, so it's chain lightning. So both of these are 360. They both fire. One has a higher crit chance and more range. The other one chains. It's less range and fires slower. We're gonna take it just because we've never had it. Oh, it looks like it's already. I guess it's already unlocked because we must have unlocked this one through a challenge. Flat gun, like that. Just put on the other one. This block. This. It can't hit the front. Let's see what we need to do here. We need both of these raised up. To angle these out. Instead of being back. Does that fire in the back at all? No way to do like a diagonal either. I mean, I guess maybe I won't need it if if these other guns have enough coverage here. What I think I need to do here is I need both of these raised, one raised a little more than the other. We want it to be able to hit back more or front more. Because either way, we're going to be blocking it from hitting either front or back. Because we've got more guns in the front, so we'll block it from the front. That can hit every direction except for directly in front. Is that even necessary? Yeah. We're thinking some of this. Just doing this in and down here. And then it would be at the same level. Again, blocking. I don't think there's any good way to get these both put up here without one of them blocking the other one's angle. Sit around. Then if I put two single pegs in there. What's that doing? Can hit every direction except for straight forward. This one can hit every direction except for a tiny angle in the back. I think that's overthinking things, but let's Unfortunately, now we've also got ballistic, explosive, and energy weapons, which means that it's hard to get bonuses for all of them when you split your damage too much. Being pretty useful, though. Front guns are getting a chance to actually do something. Get shredded by these turrets, though. It's half our health. We're at 7. Limit 15. Ooh, but we lose 2 crates. I'll pick it. We've only got 3 level ups left as far as I know. Put these extra wheels on. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sets of wheels. We're 1 away from what we think is the challenge. That's sides. Let's might die here. We fucked up. Yep. Like this. 1 mistake's all it takes. Everything is much beefier here. Health now. Oh, that thing's chasing my ass down. Oh. Well. We screwed up again. It was 100% piloting error. I went in way too hard. And beginner. Damn it. Upgrading makes a huge difference. The amount of extra damage we're getting when we upgrade a weapon. Very large. didn't get the 8 inline wheels attached done, so it does need 8 separate sets of wheels. We were at 7, so that's frustrating. Area tax. More money. $12,500 to get more health. More health and damage reduction. Wider chassis. Programming. Start with 2 guns. Sell. Speed from ramming. Speed. Here's wood. Oh, we rolled over for the first time. Yeah, definitely possible. Wasn't sure it was before. It's one front, one back, and I did like having all that extra health last time. We die before we get to do anything at all here. Maybe I needed both of them in the front and just worry about that, you know? It was rough. Just don't have the firepower yet. Need some more guns, though. $360. It is good to have a 360. This affects gun. On that. I should have moved that other gun back to the front. It's just one mistake after another. Fine art to kiting in this game, huh? Anything with area of effect, yeah. But it doesn't mean I can't go that route, you know? Damn. Megaton cannon. Well, it's kind of hard to pass that up at the legend. And I need to get more wheels. Get them out like we had them before. Let's help. Do that. These wheels. And this is fun. Only once every other second? That is not very fast. Give it a little elevation. Is there a way to attach what's under it? Doing it weird. Do it a little weird. Need another single piece? Yeah, we can't have that hanging. What about you? Look a little weird for sure. Should have a rate of fire increase. That you're on that. Awkward. Because anyway, this is going to look good. $360. Decent enough. These can be down side and still get the job done, I think. Should be fine. Awkward. I have to play a little more cautiously than I did before. Like, I still want to kill that guy, but I don't want to ram him and get stuck and then die. I think all my weapons target the nearest, although I have to look at that cannon. It's possible it doesn't. It might target biggest. It's not taking much damage yet, though. I definitely don't want it still alive when the boss, the mini boss spawns, right? That would suck. Now just a little healing. Huh, different kind of wheels. What do they do? Acceleration, excuse me. You know, that did say 8 inline wheels. Maybe that's just different types of wheels. Plow on. We can replace this piece. It can only go under. Just we don't have a great spot yet. Now that I have the this piece right here, can we remove? Okay, so we're going to take these two. There's not much I can do with these yet. Definitely in trouble. I am not making a big enough dent on this bid at all. In here and get some resources. I'd at least help a little. One big hit there and he took me down 400 health. That is not good. Back, not much. We're struggling here. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Massive ballistic ranged shot. Straight line only. Huge range though. This is a smaller version of it that can actually aim a little. No. Try it. Oh my god, it's huge. They weren't lying about massive, were they? All right. Fire 0.4 per second. Both of these are extremely slow fire. Gonna be a lot of rework in here. It just die as soon as we unpause. You get another 100 health. That. Tried with that one. And better hit hard because we're not gonna have. We do have incredible range. That's 105 meter range, and this is 60. So if we can get away from this thing and just keep it like. In that case, maybe I should have put it on the back, huh? Very hard to use, isn't it? It's knocking him back too. We're about to have the mini boss in here, which this is just not going to end well. Difficult to use weapons. Makes for a rough run. Can't you see health? Some health. Oh, nice. We got two bosses on us now. Definitely need that knot pointing in the front. Yep. The back would have been amazing. We know. Our turret is still hitting. Ugh. I'm eating all these. hit by that. We got to shove this thing to the back. Yes, please. Okay, rerolls. Let's use them. And a diagonal auto gun. How the hell does that even work? Side mounted version. This is fixed angle artillery. 0-degree angle of fire. Another one of those that you can't really control. I'm gonna take it because we haven't had that one. But right from the start, we need to take this thing. Need to reverse this. Back heavy, huh? Damage. Damage. This thing even. It's to the front. 35 maybe? And that might be something that would be better aimed behind while we're running. But I don't. Alright. Barely squeaking by here. Okay. Yep. It's better. Range and arc. any place that these wheels will fit. Yeah. Also damage. Oh no. All right. That was rough. We got better healing now too, but I mean it's 3 when it ticks instead of 1, which is a huge improvement, but it's still very little healing. If we keep running into these damn blades, that'll be it. Enough normal weapons that can hit the little guys. That's rough. A bunch of little versions of that mini boss here. He's almost dead, but I don't matter. Because now the big boss is about to show up and I'm at 80 health. We did not get to go to the other place. The extreme range on these is the only thing keeping me in the game here. Like that turret is hitting at 120 meters, so like it's always shooting at something. Entirely possible. I should have put the rate of fire back on it instead of the railgun. Well, I think I just killed the one. And I really need to get in there and get the stuff, but not at the cost of my life, right? Just keep barely skipping by. Oh, fire rate attach and wheels. Man, both of these are good. I wish I could lock them. Get the fire rate. Plastic damage. Purple reflex forward autogun. Fixed barrels. and they just keep firing. There's really good DPS if you get something in front. And we had another thing. So we can upgrade. Yeah, upgrade that again. Yeah, we can upgrade this. Let's do it, guess. You. Fire on that 0.78, and this one is now up to 0.65. I think I want to just up the megaton cannon. Well, let's need to do that is switch these again. This is pretty straight. We need two. We can put this on top of that. Gets both of those almost up to 1 per second. Yeah, pretty big rate of fire increase. And then for this one to shoot. Here. Just wonder why wouldn't I just raise that one up again, right? Put it up that high. I think what I'm gonna do here. Support there and be a very odd looking thing. Can't quite get the other wheels going yet. But we can start attaching these other bonuses, health, and a fire. Rough. But a really good level up, all things considered. I have to get the final boss, and that's going to be a whole different thing. But we now shoot. The turret now shoots very quickly. You can hear it go boom, boom, boom. Much better. risky. And it did not pay off. At least we didn't die from it. A lot of XP from killing that guy. Area of effect. I think we'll go ahead and get that. Health. So damage or more health. Let's go with the damage this time. More crates. Second, one of these fixed mortars or more explosive. Well, we know that this is going to keep hitting them. Keep buffing it. Second mass driver. That's kind of nuts, isn't it? Because we're kind of nuts. Okay. So to do that, keep zooming in, by the way. I'm not doing. Kind of fucks these wheels. We just take this one, goes down like that, and then these go up. They get the mass. You now have 4 of these. All I need. 8. You could tell it do this to that. Wheels, then we need to put our embiggens on. Two more. Snake. Alright, so this now has a damage boost, fire boost, giant area boost. It's for 300, that's quite a bit. Awkward looking though. Now fuck this up. In order to stay alive, in theory, we're gonna have enough damage at extreme range to kill the boss. You have 830 health, which isn't bad either. A lot of health that he has. Honestly, he doesn't die very fast, even when I get my railguns on him for a long time. That's rough. He gave me a very good shot at him there. Hit me that time. And he might have another phase, which I gotta be cognizant of. Every now and then they shoot at the same time. It looks very odd when it syncs up like that. Almost halfway. Very hard to dodge him. He gets more speed than I have. Some guys could overwhelm me, that's for sure. Thank God I don't see a timer of any kind, because I think I would be really screwed if there's a timer here, other than my health. We had a bit of a, nice. We had a bit of a break there, where there weren't that many bad. So damage. Dresser. New wheels. Less acceleration. Well, I don't really want to do that in this fight. How many wheels do I have? Can I even see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still 2 away. And I think 12 is the max level. The deep burn thruster. I guess if we grab wheels here, that would have mattered, huh? This explosive, that would be amazing, because we have big explosive burst. This is a 360 short range. So I think that's fine. Here. Hit the front and left. I think that's. Gotta get all this stuff crammed in here. Oh, that's huge. It is a massive heal. Also really big. damage. Get back heavy. Hope we don't flip down. We'll find out. Much better boost too. New gun should keep these little fuckers off me, at least on that one side. Do you still have a XP bar? Fortunately, at these kinds of ranges, I can't necessarily even see what I'm aiming at, right? Like, these all... I kind of vaguely aim at that red dot, showing where the boss is. But a lot of the times that I'm doing that, I'm not seeing his health go down when I fire, so I don't think it's accurate enough. Those didn't hit. Need to circle the other way so that my turret can hit the little guys, keep them off me. Just got tagged by that. A lot of XP here too. We got an achievement for taking X amount of damage. Okay, so you can level up after finishing leveling up. That's good to know. Grab. Very little damage, decent range, very high fire rate, and 360. Better chance of not dying when we ram into shit. Is actually kind of huge. See, I can't. I try and line up a shot. And I get hit by so many little guys that I just lost half my health. That could cost me the run here, so I really need to not do that. Just keep driving, and the main gun will eventually hit things. And we do have, now we have 7 heal per tick. How often a tick is. Kind of feels like 5 seconds. They are very sluggish compared to when we started. Laser wheel. No. More ramming damage. Orbital laser. I mean, 360 giant thing. Although we lose some acceleration, which could end up being a very bad idea. Shoot one side. Nope, it looks like 360 regardless. I guess both of these have indirect fire so that they aren't as easily blocked. Getting to be pretty beefy. They don't turn very well anymore. Checks me out here. Got 100 damage just ramming. Still a bit rough. We're getting beefy little guys. Oh god. Yeah, we're dead. What the hell? I guess there is a timer. It's just not numerical. Really had my hopes up there that we were going to win that because of attrition. A punchable face. Take a look at what weapons did the most damage. The new character. $100,000 stunned enemies. We've destroyed 200. 800 damage in a single hit. And those things. Stop scratching. Lay down. Lay down, cough. I have a new character. Any money, I assume. I never looked at. Okay, the skins you don't own, which is interesting. There are other skins because there's a fancy version of the game. Okay, what do? You have different upgrades. Damage taken, reduced damage taken. The tanky guy, clearly. Oh, he starts with only a ram? Ooh, that's rough. That's definitely rough. It feels like hard mode. Increase how much damage each defense shell can withstand. So does he have like a blade of armor? Is that what that's? Enemies proportional to their number of active defense. Adds another layer. His signature ability. What was hers? Oh, extra reroll. Boosting. Yeah, we'll try one with him, but starting with just the drill is going to be pretty hard. Got a hit with it, and that is not easy. Just get that extra armor while boosting. You're really not ram that guy because he's in the air? That's pretty good. Did lose a defensive shell. I think those are the yellow armor bars above our health. A weapon? Oh, or a second drill. What is a bolt? Precision ranged shot. Large precision launcher for heavy industrial bolts at long range. Sniper rifle. It's a very low rate of fire too. I think as much as I want an actual gun, I think we're gonna double up on the drills and the. I get back. Two defensive shells. Oh, we got it back. Might be a time thing then. Slow and steady. That part. It's losing a shell. It's losing a second shell. Okay. Well, stick with the grippy one. He seems to get just completely different parts. What's that? My cutter. We're good too. Okay. We can put these on the sides. straight line. I was going to put it out wide like this. That's not. Move our parts. Need more blocks, and I need another one of the plasma cutters on the other side before this is gonna feel good. Then you can see we're not quite killing things fast enough when we ram the bigger stuff. Ram stuff, it certainly does. Circling this the wrong way, there we go. 8 parts. This is awfully good too, but we need. We got parts. Impacting. Up. Yeah. A plasma cutter. Anyway, it's not bad either. What would this be? Damage. Does that actually do damage? Okay. I don't think that's actually a weapon. They get boosts for other weapons. This is. It does 15 damage. The do how much? They do way more. I think I'm fine right now with those two. So we'll grab the mining. Just a 360 damage. So, I don't think this has to be in the. What do we have for this? Bottom right. lower. I think we actually put them back here. That. Since we get pieces. These on here. Can't go there yet. Can go here. And here. If we get more things, we'll put them in the middle. Or maybe we put these in the middle for now, and then as we get more things, we yeah, I think that makes more sense. Oops. Put it in the middle first, and then as we get more. Wider arm. Down lower, and when we get more extenders, we can actually extend those out on the side. Be nice. Good way to extend. Mining laser is very low damage, but it's always on, pretty much. Drills are pretty good. Really helpful. You can see the plasma cutter on the side not doing all that much until I get another extender. Yeah, we got stuck there. That's not good. Alright. Engineering crates. Well, repairing would be nice. So would your health. Another drill or an upgrade for a drill? I want another drill. The other drill. But we also need to get parts. We can't currently even attach those in any functional way. Like, uh, raise that. I don't even know that I have a good way to temporarily. And then I put this one here. I guess I can kind of. Definitely need more. It's very limited here. Yeah, better healing and better health. Need to grab. We need to go grab down here and grab it. So we need that block quite a bit, actually. What those are. They look scary. Up range, health. Cutter. But hard to turn down an orbital laser. Go ahead and grab it, because we can put it almost anywhere. Another drill, which sucks, is we still can't use those until we get one more block. We got a block here. We need more. Maybe we can get away without these for now. Up here. Drill here. And again, it keeps zooming in. I don't know why it. this out here. Give it a little bit more reach. It's a lot of mines coming in at me. That's what that is. Oh my god, they're literally everywhere? How do we deal with that? I don't know how to deal with that. Look, they were respawning as fast as I could kill them. I don't get it. I don't know if I'm probably just dead here because I'm not understanding what to do to get rid of the mines. Whatever's creating those mines I needed to get rid of earlier, I think. And I did not even see what it was. It did work better than I thought it would. All drilling stuff. Although, as you can see there, the little laser that was just tink, tink, tinking away, and the plasma cutter that just was a beam, both did more damage than the drills. They're just always on target, you know? Money is separate between characters. Good to know. Here, unlocked. 12K. More health. Using your whole bar for your shockwave. Do need the kills, 100,000 kills while they're stunned, but I think it makes sense to get the extra health. Try them. Weird looking. and the drill. So now we're starting to see stuff from the other character, which could actually be bad, right? I mean, it dilutes the pool, and now we're not getting all the cool guns we were getting. See, this guy doesn't start with any of those armor plates. Explosive. You know, those might have like really short range, but my god, they fire fast. You need enough of them to kill things. And it looks like 2 isn't enough to kill the bigger stuff, so if I could get 4 on the front. Helps us get started on expansion. Another bayonet. Okay, so I'm looking at here. Doing the here. Yeah, that's in the front, and have them all on target. to get another of these shotguns. Very forward-facing damage, but go with it. Slow. Yeah, 3's almost enough to do that without getting hit from this group. 4, I think, would do it. Go all in on that. It's in the middle. It's spinning a circle pretty well now. That's nice. Got no weapons in the back, and we're gonna have to. Great first. You know how these work, right? It does say inline. That would count towards the have 8 inline wheel. Make it, we can see how it goes. Either 360 or I gotta put something facing. Well, take our longer range weapon and point it in the back. Just anything that we're heading at, we're just gonna ram. We got hit anyway. We're gonna die here because it's not hitting him. It's not even shooting. Why is it not shooting? My primary guns don't even shoot at this guy? I can't ever kill him then. Yeah. Okay, whatever. I don't understand that. Search on their forums for Bayonet and just see if anybody's complained about that. That just seems really weird. Boss, like the Bayonet just wouldn't fire at the boss. They are called Bayonet. Bayonet. I posted it as a block, or as a bug report. It was weird. Bummer. Be back in just a minute. Let's try Rammy Man again. Beating any bosses. Having the armor is really good. Shields, I guess they call them defensive shells. But very useful. Yeah. So we need to get some decent weapons early. I do want a bunch of diamond drills, but I think having something that can hit 360 is going to be pretty important. We'll do that. We do have limited ways of. Yeah. This even? Yeah, so we've got limited ways of changing. So, like, we don't have enough other places we could even put it, and this doesn't have all over it. We could, I guess, put it. At least allows this to be up higher. You know what? Even better. Let's just pump that back in. We just take one of these and put it like this. That also gets set up. Free rerolls. That's cool. It's like a Star Wars shield generator on Hoth. Hit that until after I killed the turret. That was a little bit of a bummer. Do another reroll. We need it. Reason to use the plow. Plow does the same damage, but almost no knockback. But it does give you extra health. The drill does really good damage. Half times what the ram does here. You would why the. Because I'm not really seeing why you would use some of these over. That's 40 damage. Almost no knockback, but you wouldn't want knockback, right? Does this piece have? No, that has two in the front. So, here's an actual reason to push this back and put this one in the front. Higher, rather than this have enough support then? Or does that no longer work? It doesn't. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't work either. Either way, we're gonna have that gap. Gap it is. After similar to my last attempt at this, I think we're gonna need some way to get something forward, like extended forward, in a way that can help cover that. Like there, it's just never gonna hit anything, right? Basically just halved our damage. I don't like that. PS is 80, DPS is 36. And I don't think this hurts him if you're not moving. This will be better at keeping things out of the way, but not better at killing things. Noah, quit licking. We'll try one level here with this instead. I mean, you can see it knocks them back much better. But then, yeah, we lost all of our defensive shells. That does not work very well. Damage, 25 damage, 35. It's not bad, but I don't know why you would ever pick it over the drill. It might not be bad on the back if I ever have to back up. First, we took a lot of damage here, though. Damn it, both of those are exciting to me. We'll pick the one we haven't ever had before. Oh, they give us more weapons, isn't it? Definitely put drills in the front. Put this on the back. Again, it just keeps zooming in. I don't understand that. The music is subtle, but it's actually kind of catchy. Funny that it's you know, where do these big ass? They give us a bunch of knockback, right? Which, again, isn't necessarily what we want if we're using drills. So I'm a little torn here. I almost feel like we could be using those bayonet flak shotguns, and a roadblock arm here for Ram. Driving real fast. All right. You could put the drills on the back too. When you get to something like this, you just back into it. And then when you want to just drive through, well, instead of doing that and taking damage, you would do it with the ram. Maybe I'll try that. Like, just reverse them. If I need to, I could the ram. You can. 72 DPS versus 104, and we get 2 of these, right? So it's a tough one for sure. What I'm gonna do here is I am gonna put this back on the front. Back. Putting these on the sides, but extended. To get caught on stuff, does it work? It is far enough because it has to have one of these also. Similar to how the plasma cutter worked, except it's a drill. I just wonder if this is even going to hit anything. Might not. Might get me caught on something and I die. Let's find out. I already drilled something. A lot less damage, but I took a lot less because of the way it pushed them all out of the way. Might work. It is, in fact, drilling the people on the sides enough to kill them. All right, go. I'd even be able to build some kind of trap there where it gets them caught in your arm and keeps drilling them. Could be interesting. Feasible, that is. So far. Could get a couple more guns, it would be nice. Grip. You can grip. What is the difference between these? It's the underslung ones. That's if we lose some speed. It's the bayonet. Okay, but put those on. We got to do something in the front. Do what? Something. Height up. These. There. I don't want it too high up in the air though. Hits the wheel. If I switch the wheels, then I can't have the drills on this. Always choices, huh? Let's see if this actually hits it. That might be too high vertically. And I guess we do also have the option of putting it on the side. All right. Yep, stuck for now. Little time before. Like this is gonna kill a boss at all, though. We're definitely not setting ourselves up for a good boss run. Okay. See, they're summoning turrets again. I think that's whatever this mini boss is. He's summoning turrets. I gotta figure out how to fix that. The actual turret first. There we go. Back damage. Great, but Not getting very good choices here, and it's a little annoying. It was a crazy amount of boost. I like that. Stuck, we're stuck. Okay, where's the actual boss that's cranking out these turrets? I just need to kill X number of turrets, because they do have a lot of health. Could be this building too, couldn't it? Boss is here. Yeah. Proper boss. I'm stuck again. I'm getting stuck. I don't know if it's the drills on the side doing it or something else, but I'm definitely getting stuck. It does feel like these turrets are holding their damage. So it is possible maybe I just need to kill them. Not easy though. Right there, we're getting stuck. So yeah, the placement of the drills not very good. I think maybe having them on either side of the actual ram would be fine. Then I get the knockback of the ram, and then anything not knocked back far enough would get ground up. Maybe that would work. Either way, we gotta do some work here. Hey, there's some hub wheels. Help us right now, though. We need damage and we need well, or damage and just parts so that we can extend wheels and spikes. Increasing spike damage. I don't know how that works. What spike damage is, unless it's these actual spikes. Melee attackers take damage when hitting you. Okay. The spikes is like thorns in Diablo. Seen very many melee attackers? What we have. I think it's worth one of these. Viper. Might be the only way we kill a boss. Get these out of here. Free up some design. Something here. It'd be so useful right now. Damn it. Will a drill that's this far back even hit? Zoom in either. So we need something for 3 of these. Be fun. That might. Oh, the drill and the ram hit. Oh, we haven't sending that back there yet. We're getting there, but man, it's definitely clunky. Oh, those, even the treads might be interfering too much here. Right? You look at how the this might be too far forward for the drills to work. Is it possible to do that? No, let's get 3. Well, we'll see if the drills can still hit. Slow as shit. Tell you that. The drill's hitting. Okay, yeah, each turret also has a loot drop, which is nice. Ooh. A bit of trouble here, though. More boost bar. Dangerous build. Oh, there we go. New saw. Drill. It says heavy melee damage, but less knockback than the drill. Yet the knockback rating is more than the drill. Somebody didn't do their math. And I need the block pretty badly, but having a repair would be good. Second RAM. In the second one of these. Okay, so what we can do now. Oh. It did feel like they were hitting. I don't think it's very functional, but it is funny. Hopefully the saw and the drills both hit. If they do, this ought to be fine. Doing everything we can to stay alive. We're not able to get damage on target here. We actually, I think we stunned him there for a minute. Yeah. Yeah, we functionally stunned him. Interesting. Interesting. What is that? They're all new. A massive rotating defensive flail. Try and fit that on somewhere. Nine layer. It's an XL version here. Top mounted version of the thing I have on the front. Okay. Really need parts still. How does this mount? Supposed to be up here and spinning and hitting, or is it supposed to be in the front spinning and hitting? Very hard to figure out. I feel like it's supposed to be on the front and you just let it go, right? I don't understand why. I don't remember it doing this my first several games. The weird zoom in picking parts. Top, that we know. Just don't have enough blocks. This needs, I think, a 2x2. Something more like this. What's it? Far out there that none of that other stuff is going to hit like, at all. So, we need a not even how I had it attached on the other side of it. Let's do all. This on the front. Simplest, easiest way is to just slap this. Then we somehow want to get all this other stuff also hitting. Maybe this will be far enough out there. About the same. It's not too bad. So very awkward. Huge blind spot. Drill, I don't think reaches out far enough. The drill needs more oomph. How do we get this? Doesn't quite do it. I think the drill just doesn't reach. We just leave it for now and see, how it works. But yeah, the drill's just not going to do any damage there. We already know there's a potential of getting stuck on stuff if we have this spread crab look. Good thing is if something gets caught over here, it will be getting. Other than that, I don't know. All right. It's also rough because when they're shooting right at you, the only way I can kill something is going straight at it. If I go straight at it, I'm taking damage. But like these guys, when they squat down to shoot you, damned if you do, damned if you don't. We need blocks. It just won't give me blocks. I don't get it. One time it did, it gave me other stuff that I needed way more. Maybe I should have just grabbed the blocks, I got this time. Yeah, that needs to be higher. That's a bit of a problem. Let's see what we can do about it. Yeah, I don't know. don't have enough time really to get the almost 3 kilometers to the other next big area. Might make more sense for me not to try and just try and farm for the boss. Yeah, I don't like those guys. Oh. Those guys are melee. The big yellow spiderish ones. So they're taking damage when they try and hit. I need more places to put things and it just doesn't want to give it to me. See, there's no girl. Big bonuses to damage. Very good DPS on anything in front of me. You just need a couple extra blocks. Not getting it. Here. Yep. Surprised I'm getting hit by the little guys as much with the double mining laser. Yeah. Okay. Boss time. Now we know there is kind of a timer where it hits a point where you're just not going to beat them because of how much shit drops in. I don't have anything to hit him at long range from, so this could be over very quickly. Get one more level up. This is melee, he's going to be hitting himself too. I'm drilling him. Stuck. I don't know. I was doing really well. How much damage we've done to him. If we can back off and get a little bit of healing, I think we can do this. Gotta get some heals. Couple plates of defensive shell back, and followed up with a level up for some health, I think. Yeah, we can't get hit in the back. That's... Gonna be so close. Alright. Alright, I think it's about lunchtime. What do we get here? The Reaper Grinder, that looks terrifying. Our tiny little 360 pew pew at the top did the most damage. Cat of Nine Tails did a lot of damage because of Cat of Nine Flail, sorry. Because it I added that late and it ended up being in the top 3. Impressive. Alright.